Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be installing some FLEXALITE electric fans on this f-150 Harley Davidson. As you guys can see, there's no electric fans right now. It's only a fan close, so we're going to get rid of that. We're going to install a, like I said, a FLEXALITE 15-inch dual fan. It all comes in a kit. I'm going to post a link below just in case you guys want to buy one. And let's begin. So next we're going to be removing the resistor board. This is for the supercharger. This application works in non-supercharger and supercharger. So, and I believe it's all the way to 2007 models. Alright, so the next step will be removing this plastic cover right here. And you do it by removing the clips. And now we're going to be working on the radiator fan shroud. So you're going to have to remove this bolt, and there's another one on the right side. Alright, so now that we got the fan clutch loose, finally, just be careful when you're taking it off not to hit the radiator. Just spin it, kind of hold it at the same time, so it'll fall and it'll probably hit the radiator. Okay, we got it out. So I just want to show you guys something on this fan right here. The problem, it was staying on, so you'll hear a lot of air when you turn it on or take it from a dead stop. That's the reason why. It's almost locked, so it's really hard to spin it. I know it should be hard, but not that hard, and that's the reason why. I don't know if you can see the bearings. See how they're spinning? So it's missing a couple of ball bearings. So anyways, this is trash, so we're not going to use this no more. Don't even worry about the fan. Alright, so I want to show you guys what we have in the kit. This one came in this one comes with the kit, which is a really nice fan, really nice setup. It's really heavy also. I believe it's a 5500 CFM dual fans. Everything's brand new. And there's another thing that comes with the kit. They got these 3 brackets. I believe this one goes to the fans. And you got the wiring and the variable speed sensor relay. Alright, so now we're gonna have to install this variable speed control. Okay, and then we're gonna go ahead and set time right here. Zip ties also come with the kit. I had to cut this one of the red wires and one of the black wires. I had to make them shorter because They're a little bit too long on one side, one of the motors. So you might want to do that. Alright, so now we're going to go ahead and tape them, protect them from moisture. We're going to use electrical tape to do that. Give it another wrap. So now we're going to go ahead and attach the mounting plates. Mounting plates are included in the kit. We're going to be using these bolts with the washers, and then these plates. There's two identical. So we're going to go ahead and install them here. Alright, so now we're going to go ahead and install these two brackets. As you can see, one is bigger than the other one. And I already figured it out. This bracket is going to go on the right side. This bracket is going to go on the left side. So let's go ahead and install those. We're going to be using these screws right here, or bolts. As I mentioned, I'm going to leave everything loose for now. Just make sure that line is not touching the corner. As you can see right there, I don't know if you guys can see it. I have to move this line that way a little bit. You know, just be careful with this, not to bend it, because it'll probably leak. And you know, you got adjustment, that's why I'm leaving it loose. Let's go ahead and bring the fans in and see how it looks. Alright, so at this point, we're going to go ahead and test the fans. I already tightened this one down. The other side, the same thing. We're going to go ahead and install them and see how they look. Hopefully they fit. See some heavy fans, man. Okay. Oh, beautiness. Oh, look at that. Nice and tight. Alright. Yeah, that'll work. That's why I left this loose, because then you get adjustment on both sides. And you can adjust it. So let's go ahead and install the bolts right here. Alright guys, we're back. Just a quick review. I test fitted the fans. They fit really nice. The only thing, we're gonna have to install this bolt outside, which is the bottom bolt, and this bolt too. So the two bottom bolts, you're gonna have to install them first, because you won't be able to put them in. You can try, but it's gonna be really hard. So just do it outside, and then bring it in with the brackets installed. This one I left it loose for adjustment, so you can see. That way I can adjust it towards the radiator. And then this one's really easy to access it. So let's go ahead and install the fans. Oh, by the way, you're gonna have to remove that water hose. So there's gonna be a lot more room. how it's sitting on top of the radiator frame. So we want to bring it down as close as we can so we can bring it into the radiator and create a nice seal. We might have to move this bolt right here to a different location, but we'll see right now. Alright, so I got the fan set up. I'm going to show you guys what I did. So as you can see, I had to use on this application, I had to use a very forward slot so that just to make sure the fans are touching the radiator, or the valve seal is touching the radiator. Make sure you use both first or outside, because this one's a pain in the ass. And then I have to use the existing fastener over here. Same thing on this side, so you guys can see. I don't know if you guys can see. Get a better angle. So now I'm going to work on this wiring. This is the variable speed control. And then I'm going to work on this bracket later on. So let me go ahead and find a power source on the AC compressor. And then I'm going to hook up the wires to the battery, negative and positive, to the battery with the fuse. Alright, so a quick update of what I've done. So what I did, I grabbed my positive and negative cables. Don't mind the dog place. It's a Jackson. And then this one, it says to put it on a fuse. So when you turn on your key, you have power to it. But I went and go ahead and I put it in with this wire, which is a positive. I didn't run it to the fuse. And then I ran my wires all the way over here, as you guys can see. And you have to use this fuse box. I don't have the fuse in yet. So it goes to the positive terminal of the battery, and then the ground goes to the ground. And then you have to install this. So you put it in your terminals. And let me give you guys a nice view of the wiring. Alright, so you plug that into the number 9 slot. I don't know if you guys can see the numbers in there. And then the next thing will be installing the temperature probe, the sensor, which goes in the radiator fans. Alright, so let me go ahead and take care of that. Alright guys, so the next step will be getting power or signal to the compressor, the AC compressor, to the box up there on the fan, which is the variable speed control box. And this is the way I found it. Okay, so this is how you're gonna do it, so that you can find which one it is. Okay, start the truck. Just gotta be careful with your hands. Yeah, start the truck. AC off. This happens. Hey, turn on the AC. Alright, so as you guys can see, that's the one we're gonna get the signal from. There's the other one doesn't do anything. Okay, so let's go back to that other one. Okay, turn off the AC. Alright, so AC's off, there's no more signal. Alright, turn off the truck. And that's the one we're going to be using. That's let me show you guys which wire you're going to be using. So there's a black one, and I believe it's like gray. That's the one we're going to be using, the gray one. Alright, so we're going to be connecting the green wire, which is this one right here. It goes into slot number 8. This wire we're going to connect it to the gray or white coming out from the AC compressor. That's the one that sends out the signal to the fans when you turn on the AC. Alright, so let's go ahead and connect that one. I already connected the power from the AC compressor. It's going to go into the number 8 slot right there, or terminal. And that one goes all the way down to the AC compressor. That's how we're going to get the power when you turn on your AC. So the fan will kick in right away as soon as you turn it on. Let me go ahead and show you guys down here how it looks. So that's going to be the connector provided in the kit, this blue one right here. And again, it goes with the gray wire because the other one is a black wire. And this is the connector for the AC compressor. All right, let me give you guys some light so you can see better. All right, so that's exactly how it's gonna go. That's the one that sends power as soon as you turn on your AC. So let's go ahead and plug it back. And then we're gonna go ahead and connect our thermometer into the radiator and hook it up to the box. And then we're gonna try them out. Alright guys, so the next step will be installing this probe into the radiator in between the fins. So let's go ahead and do that. Let's move this out of the way. You want to get as close as possible to this the radiator hose. So we're going to put it about right there. Just insert it all the way. And they want about half an inch to stick out on the other side. So about right there. It's about half an inch. It's already inserted. Alright. So now we're gonna connect the two wires. We're gonna put the connectors in here and connect them to number 11 and number 10 on this box. Alright, so now that we have this probe, temperature probe into the radiator, run the wires all the way to the variable speed box, connect them to 11 and 10, which is way on the bottom. Now the direction or the location of those two, it doesn't matter. You can put the bottom one on the top, or the top and the bottom. It doesn't matter. So the next step will be, I'm gonna protect this with electrical tape to protect it from moisture. And then I'm gonna go ahead and add this bracket for this reservoir. And then we'll continue to install the fuse. And then we'll test them out. Alright guys, so I got my timer set. The truck's been on for about 6 minutes. And the fans, they haven't kicked on yet. Let me go ahead and check my temperature with my thermometer. Oh, they just kicked in. Kicked on about 107, 108. Alright, so I believe that's too cold. I'm going to go ahead and hold the settings clockwise so it'll be a little bit hotter. I think 108, it's too soon. You can hear the fans turning off right now. So I'm gonna leave it right there. I'm gonna see how much temperature I'm setting it up with my gauge. I'm gonna give it about, I don't know, 5 more minutes or so. I want the fans to kick in about 180. So we're at 125 right now. We're gonna wait for the fans to turn on. So you guys can see the fans are off. And we're about 114, 115. Alright, so bear with me. That's the only thing you have to be playing with. You know, your settings, how cold you want it. As you guys can see, you can set it all the way down to 115 degrees. I believe the gauge on this truck is not working properly. Because I just went and checked. When I turned it on, it was already at half. So that's impossible, you know. As soon as you turn it on, it went to half. Something's wrong with that dashboard. I have to get that checked. So we're at 134, 130. Alright, I'm gonna keep the I'm gonna keep the thermometer on it. I just want to see exactly when the fans are gonna come on. It's been 10 minutes since I started the truck. Almost 11. And it's only at 137. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and let it run for a little bit more. Alright guys, so I gave it about a quarter of a turn more to the right because they were coming on at 160. I want to run them on 180. That's the desired temperature. So I want to go ahead and put the thermometer in and see what the readings are. So we're at 161 right now. Pass it off. Let's give it a couple more minutes. Alright, let's check the temperature. About 165 they came on. As soon as they came on, man, these fans are amazing. It pulls the vehicle down right away. I'll go ahead and leave it like that. Take it for a spin, see how I feel. This fan throw a lot of air. Job done. Let me give you guys a quick look. Watch this engine. Alright, so final temperature will be about 165, 170. Alright, the fans are running. And that should do it. Thank you guys for watching.